Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're glad you're here. We're about to start our induction, but before we do, I'm going to introduce you to our sponsors. I'm Kim Davison. This is Kim Foxworth. And this is Mandy Franklin. So we will all be working with Beta Club this year. We're super excited this year because we have some returning members who are going to be in charge of our induction ceremony. So the sponsors are kind of going to sit back and take a background role, and we're going to let our returning members kind of take the lead and take the show. So I'm going to turn it over to Abigail Salyer.
The purpose of the ceremony is to induct new members. The purpose of our Beta chapter is to serve our school. As we travel through life, there are many doors that must be unlocked. In our early years, these doors are unlocked for us by our parents. But when we enter school, we are taught to unlock the increasing number for ourselves. We are taught many skills, such as reading and reasoning, which are the keys to the locks for all the doors that lead to maturity. Now that we are older students and the Beta chapter members, we have discovered there are 4 keys that will unlock almost any door we may wish to enter. Before we tell you about these keys, I wish to say that they are not exclusive property of members of the Beta chapter. Any of you may possess them.
This is the key to achievement. Before we can unlock some of life's doors, we are asked these questions. What have you done? Have you produced something through honest toil? Have you made satisfactory grades in school? Have you completed the tasks you have undertaken? Have you used to advantage in your inborn abilities? If you can answer these questions in the affirmative, then you possess the key of achievement. But do not accept to possess it suddenly. It is to be won only gradually. It requires daily accomplishments that build up from small to ever-increasing effort, until at last you can say the key to achievement is mine. Ms. President, I place the Beta key of achievement on the ring.
This is the key of character. It is a very strong key and will unlock the most difficult locks In fact, there are many doors in life that can be unlocked with this key, only for they resist anyone who attempts to unlock them without the key of character. And this key was forged many different metals in humility, justice, compassion, and most of all, the metal of eternity were fused into it. Happy is the person who can possesses this key. Ms. President, I place the Beta key of character on the ring.
This is the key of leadership. It is an elusive key and possesses almost magical powers. One seldom possesses it, unless he or she also owns the key of achievement and character. It wields great influence and unlocks doors that lead all of us in some degree to influence our neighbors. It is a deceptive because sometimes we may hold it in our hands and be unaware that we have it. For those who discover their ownership of it, it can be used and locked, deceived by the cleverest of locksmiths. However, it must be used skillfully and wisely, and for the good of humanity, or it will disappear from the hand that holds it. Mr. President, I place the key of leadership on the ring.
Service. This is the key of service. It is a master key. It It can be used so often and so well. It is not difficult it is used daily by a vast number of men and women, boys and girls, whenever any help is needed, whether great or small. This key is employed. It has a surprising quality. The more it is used and the older and more worn it becomes, the more difficult it is unlocking more and more doors. You cannot wear it out because even after the user has laid it down, the effectiveness of it remains mispresent. I place the key of service on the
Thank you, Ava and Aaliyah, for telling us about these keys. I'm sure we'll strive harder to possess them. We know that it's a requirement for beta memberships to own some excellent, and our candidates have been chosen. They have demonstrated ownership. Now it gives me great pleasure to administer the beta pledge. To those who are chosen for membership, please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I hereby declare that I shall always strive to be honest and truthful at all times, to maintain a credible scholastic record, to be service to my teachers and my fellow men, to conduct myself in ethical and moral manner, to reflect credit upon my school and community.
We are now going to call the names of our beta members. They are going to come up and receive a membership card, their membership pin, and a certificate that has been framed. So each student will pass by. We're going to move, and there are going to be people in the way, so if you want to take pictures, you might want to wait until after. We are going to start with our 5th graders. Mia Kanzler. Caitlin Cochran. Callie Colorado. Kevin Espanol. Alana Hinkson. Heather Hunter. Kylie Hewley. Katie Massingale. Aislinn Riley. Deani Rivers. And Alex Silvers. Now I'm going to move on to our 4th grade members. Nicholas Blair. Mariana Carpenter. Summer Ford. Kamani Jarrett. Hadassah Lopez. Lily Mason. Tylasia McGee. Lily Morgan, Christopher Owenby, Jesse Owenby, Sarah Pineda, Lola Schichtel, Mariana Waldrop, Joy Walker, and Sloan Phillips.
To you, Sloan, as a representative of the new members of the Beta chapter, I give the keeping of the keys of achievement, character, leadership, and service.
Ms. President, on behalf of the new members, I accept these keys. We promise to guard them well and use them wisely and to pass them on to future members of this Beta chapter.